Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Let me know if you can hear me. I am having some issues with the audio. Should be able to hear me. Now there is another issue here where I don't think the actual audio is coming through. So we'll see if that's actually the case or not. Hello, Martin. Hello, B-Rob. Hello, Rachel. Good morning. Actually, let me test this out. Let me put the background music, but then plan is to watch Town Hall. Sounds good? Okay, awesome. So now the next thing I need to make sure is, does the background... I had that at full volume, my bad. Okay, let me know if you're able to hear sound in the background. Good morning, farmers. Hello to Puka. I don't know why. Maybe I need to restart the computer and I just haven't done that. But there seems to be an issue with probably my speaker or something. I can hear, but very low. Interesting. This shouldn't be very low. Should actually be pretty high. It was loud at first, yeah, my bad. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're gonna listen to the town hall.
Good.
Problem is, I might have
let's see.
to,
I've posted the
listen
link
to
in
it on my
Discord,
phone.
everybody.
So are you able to hear?
Welcome to our AMA. Number. Actually, we got to start numbering these things. We've been doing these, every week for well over a year, approaching, I think, a year and a half at this point. Started on Discord, did some stuff on Twitter, and now we are here on YouTube. So remember, like and subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. And oh, look at that beautiful art. That looks great. And our fabulous garden gnome Paul in the background is keeping us safe with all these fancy streaming features. Thank you, Paul. So today Musashi will be joining us a little bit late. He is sharpening his swords behind the Musashi waterfall, and he will be in a little bit, probably.
Okay, let me know if you're able to actually hear the AMA.
Yeah, let's see who is awake, who's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in Discord this morning. We have Dash Riprock, we have Hey Now, Edie Lugs, Gangbusta, Ives, of course, Billy, getting some DMs from Nacho G, the Captain. So, well, let's get right into some of the notes. We're not going to have our Town Hall / AMA next week due to our U.S. citizens' Thanksgiving holiday. And we're also not going to have one the Friday after Christmas. So we'll let you know week before that happens as well.
Yep.
What is up first, Michelle?
Let's see what we've got for headlines today. We've still got a job posted, right?
We sure do. We are eager, but quite picky. So we've had some really good applicants, and some have made it through the gauntlet, still being evaluated, but don't let that discourage you. If you think
soft, Martin, I don't
that you got the chops to be a lead dev on this awesome team, here's a link, put it in Discord. And just reach out.
How about now?
And there's it's also in the description in the YouTube video. So check it out there. So yeah, you would be working directly with the devs, doing super important stuff, gameplay. And let's see.
It's a fun team.
Oh, I'm glad you say that.
I have a blast.
Yeah, this is my favorite job, honestly, that I've ever had. It's really good.
I definitely enjoyed a lot. Let's see what we got for the next highlights here. Roadmap. We've got a roadmap in progress. I know Musashi was going to talk about it, but he's not here yet. He may show up later today for this town hall.
No idea what
he's
happened
definitely
to my
not
audio
here right this minute. I'm not sure personally what the progress is on the roadmap, but I know that we're trying to get it out as soon as possible.
I mean, I hope they share the roadmap.
Hopefully he'll have more to say about that when he gets here.
Yeah, and it's all about priority, right? Like right now, I've mentioned in the past couple AMAs that we're focused on guilds. And we also have to put time every week into anything that makes the game more stable. Of course, supporting new art. And so the roadmap will mostly be about features. So waiting to hear about that.
Oh, our next headline is rewards. So we got some rewards that came out this week. The cornstarch storages went out, the uncommon, common, and rare ones for playing in the month of October and for running your node in the month of October. Those just sent out yesterday, I believe. They're not in game yet, but they will be in game this Friday. Oh, today. Today is Friday. They will be in game today. Whenever that update comes out. This week went by really, really fast.
It did.
And the team trophies for the team competition also went out this week. So I know I saw some people posting pictures of them in their towns. That was really nice to see.
Here is mine for Dub, third place. Awesome, huh?
And the pumpkin pie event rewards are ready. They're just waiting approval. So as soon as somebody hits the button, they will be in wallets. That'll be with the Hasty Tractor Blueprint and the Gala rewards for that week.
Nice. Yeah, I saw one of the screenshots you shared of one of the guilds showing off their trophy. That is so fun. I love that feature.
It is pretty cool. Makes me wish I had one. I don't have one though. I just want one that says Farmer Michelle on it, like a big trophy of Farmer Michelle.
And we're not allowed to join player guilds. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but we're, that would be showing favoritism, right? So we're not allowed to join your guilds.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We'll have to make our own guild.
Oh, no. The winning is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, that wouldn't work out well either.
No.
Anyway,
what's next?
Social media update. Ninja Surprise, you got anything going on in social media?
Just a little quick one. Pretty much I said that I was working on a marketing video for you guys. I'm still in the process of doing that. You can probably imagine that our creative team has been really busy with a lot of the cool stuff that we have preparing for you guys with Thanksgiving and all. So it's taking a little bit more time, but we're gonna, we're making progress. Don't worry about that. Other than that, I think that we should have some pretty fun Thanksgiving themed posts for you guys to check out on the Twitter. So yeah, that's about all.
Awesome.
You guys excited for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys gonna eat? What do you guys normally have?
All right, so
lots
the goal
of mashed
is to still get top 50. We'll see if it happens. We got an hour to go in the competition. Make sure you fast forward.
I think I've already mentioned this in 2 other AMAs, but I love pumpkin pie. And I made like 23 of them one year, so I got a recipe that I
What's this cranberry cream cheese dessert? Did you post that?
I haven't shared it yet. That's part of our story time.
Oh, okay. No, because I just saw it. I'm just like, what the? That looks really diabetic.
Yeah.
I feel like my toes are going to fall off if I just have one bite of that.
So what's up next, Michelle?
Well, it sounds like we're going to talk about what we're thankful for real quick, and then a little bit about Thanksgiving before we move on to our next topic. I guess I'll go first. I was supposed to think of what I was thankful for yesterday, but totally forgot about it until this morning. And the first thing that came to my mind was Red Bull, which is probably not the best thing to be thankful for. I am very thankful for caffeine, though, in general. Without it, I don't know how I would survive.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Ninja Surprise?
I'm thankful for shuriken stars so I can throw them at my enemies.
Oh my god.
And smoke bombs. So I can appear out of nowhere.
What an answer. Gosh. Well, all right. I will share a picture of mine. My grandma made this when I was a kid, and I didn't like it then, but I'm going to paste it in Discord. It's kind of a last minute picture. Yeah, it's like a layer. You can see why a kid, Paul, thanks for putting it on this YouTube. It's like a cranberry, like a tart bottom, cream cheese, although now it would be vegan cream cheese mix on top, and then walnuts. You see why kids probably wouldn't like it, but I'm going to make it this year. We'll see how it goes. So what is up next, Michelle?
Oh, let's see here. Art, we got anything to talk about with art?
No, just our artists are awesome, and the restyle is, and as always, takes second place to upcoming current features. So, but it's a work in progress.
Let's move on to game updates then.
All right. Yeah, so for the features, right now we're addressing a lot of the old tech debt and we're working on our long-term tasks. Biggest of those is Gala chain interface. There's a lot of activity around Gala chain here at Gala, not just on our team.
Okay, I can hear
And
it on my computer now.
after that, or in
And you
addition to
should
that,
still be able to hear
we're
me.
doing our guilds work. Guilds are going to be super fun. A ton of UI stuff. I mentioned last week that was work in progress. So a lot of our screens are done now. Kind of going to be wiring it up to the network calls and then running it through UX to make sure that we met their hopes and dreams with our humble programmer skills. And so, yeah, lots of services, databases, and things like that. And of course, nodes, right? Quick refresher, even though we went over kind of a guilds Q&A last week. To be a leader, you have to own a node. Eventually, nodes will probably be NFTs. I know that's work in progress. But to join a guild, you don't have to own a node. But don't let that stop you.
I would hope not.
Getting nodes. Yeah, they'll be pretty UI heavy. After that, we're talking about NFT upgrades, leveling up NFTs. Super important to be able to, get new perks out of something you bought just by playing with it. And this was a question this week, and I'll just kind of do a
B-Rob, here comes your questions.
little teaser spoiler. Public-facing APIs.
Now let me know if they answered what you
So
asked.
our backend, the invisible geniuses that make a multiplayer game multiplayer, they've made a lot of progress this week on our I don't know what you call it publicly. I'll just say our cloud presence, and in a way that is moving us quickly toward having a public API. So that's pretty exciting to see. Yeah. And as far as fixes, this was a really interesting week because almost all the fixes were game data related. There were very few actual code fixes this week. And not just a few that we worked on. There were actually a few that were caught, which was great. So good to see that stat trending downward. And other than that, we are stuffing some more analytics into your games so we can observe in a little more detail the state of your town as you work on it. There were some allegations against one of you guys or girls that maybe you weren't playing nice. So we stuck a couple extra things in there to look at what people were saying you were doing. Other than that, what's coming up next, Michelle?
That's a great question. What's coming up next?
For the upcoming content.
It was like a double question because it's like what's coming up next in the AMA and what's coming up next in the game is the next topic. So I got confused.
Sorry.
What's coming up next in the game is we've got some new content coming out next week.
I forgot about
tomorrow,
Sealy.
today, whenever the update happens. It'll be for next week's event.
Let me get on
Again, this week went by wicked fast, so I'm still feel like it's earlier in the week than it is, but it's not. I think a lot of you have seen the new NFT that we minted. I know I saw some people posting it in Discord already.
I opened the
golden
AMA
apple
twice.
Tree. So
Yeah,
if you
the
didn't
new
already
NFTs.
know, or you haven't used the bot command, which is also already updated, the next meta is apple pies.
Apple pie, there we go.
So we got apples and apple trees and apple pie coming to the game as new content this week.
There you go. It's already on the playbook.
The apple trees themselves will require 6 water. I believe they cost $1,500 in-game cash to build. They got a $400 in-game cash destroy return price. What else did I miss? Their grow time is, I think it starts at 360 seconds. I've got all the information and announcement that'll come out right here at the end of the AMA.
Yep. Let's get that added.
So that's apples and apple trees. They're going to be stored in the silo, just like most of the other crops. And the ingredients for apple pie
there we go.
Are, let me scroll up here. They are 2 flour, 5 apples, a butter, and 2 cornstarch.
Awesome. Okay.
So
Not too difficult.
So
it does use flour,
which will also be added to the game with this next game update whenever it comes out sometime this afternoon.
Cool.
It's exciting. I really like the art on the apple tree. It's really cute.
Yeah, I like it
Yes,
too. I like the NFT
those
version a lot with the
apples.
golden apples.
Yeah, where is it
Mhm.
made? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's
I
really
hope they
cool.
leave the shiny in. Last I saw it, it was
Five has no sugar.
shiny and sparkly, and I think there was some debate. So I hope they leave that in.
I don't know what other features
nailed it.
are coming in to the game for this week, if anything.
No, it's mostly we're headstone on guilds. So
Yeah, they said
That's
5
what
apples.
I figured.
They
Yeah,
take
that's
a
about
while
it
to
for new
grow and they
content for
take a
this
lot of
week.
water. Where
There
is it
won't
made,
be
though?
any
Did
new
they say
content
that?
the week after that, since it'll be a holiday week, so we're trying not to push too much stuff out. I guess
Awesome.
we'll move on to the Q&A then.
Yeah, it's just like, what the?
all
I
right.
didn't answer his question. Where is it made?
I did
That's
see
true.
one question
Bakery,
from
right?
Dash here while you were talking about guilds. Where did it go? It says, can we rent all NFTs or only OG NFTs that will earn town points?
Oh, that was like 4 minutes ago. I'm like, what? They're answering Dash's
Well,
question, but not the one he just asked.
yeah, renting. So there's the concept of renting, right? That is
Apple
the
pie.
chain-based
That's right, Galaman.
promise that not just Gala, but lots of crypto organizations have, right? You buy a piece of digital property, you rent it out for its utility, and rent means you make some money on that, right? That's not coming with guilds. What's coming with guilds is a library where you stick your property, and this is a game database only operation. It's not a chain operation. You stick your NFT in the guild
Yeah, you
library.
can see the town.
Somebody can check it out. They're not renting it. They check it out for free, and then they use it in their town. There was some debate over in the game design talks about that. Over, well, okay, but they're using it. So when we turn earnings on, is the person who checked out that NFT going to get earnings, or is the owner going to get earnings? And if the person who checked it out, do they get earnings if they placed it in casual? If they have it in one, it became very complicated. And last I heard, and this is subject to change, and paragraphs of legal disclaimers here, but last I heard, the library operation where you check out an NFT to use in your competition town, those earnings go to the owner of that, the person who placed it in the library. So hope that answers
Okay.
that question. Dash follow-up question. So no built-in rental system. Yeah, we're eventually going to add rentals, but right now we want this database-only, game-only library feature to come out. The rentals will be on Gala chain, and we would rather you guys have the ability to play with the library now than have to wait however much longer for us to do that on Gala chain. So I hope that answers your question.
He said it didn't.
All right, let's move on to Q&As. What do we got? When will a roadmap be available for the future of Common Ground World?
Well, I guess we are kind of waiting on Musashi for that, but
yeah, we were. I'm not sure what the timeline is for the roadmap. I know he's working on it hard. I know it should be out soon. I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after or what, but I know that's in progress and it's definitely being worked on. So expect a roadmap, like a nice visual for everyone to see so they can understand what's going on.
Roadmap, work in
relatively
progress.
soon.
Again. Relatively soon.
Yeah.
Relatively soon, guys.
Yeah, we as part of our
soon.
work as devs, we give estimates on how long each task will take versus how long each collection of tasks or a feature will take.
Don't get me wrong. I'm looking
And
forward
that
to
helps
it, whenever that is.
the product managers and others figure out the timeline, and from there they get the roadmap.
Yeah, Martin, I haven't heard anything
I'm sure
about
it's not
the
easy to
rare
organize a
Pogo
roadmap based on a
storage.
bunch of different devs' timelines
any new
for
info.
features.
Oh yeah. You have to take into account things like, are there going to be a lot of holidays coming up? Is that particular feature known to have lots of bugs? Is there somebody new on the team that needs onboarding? Because that takes time to train people up. So it's interesting. Lots of variables in that equation.
The next question I've got here says, when will jewelry return? I will do my best to make sure that there is some type of jewelry stuff happening in Christmas. The final craft may not be like a jewelry specific craft, but that doesn't mean we can't use jewelry ingredients in them. You will find out more about that as we get closer to those events. Or maybe on a Leaky Wednesday sometime in early December, if you ask nicely, and I get enough Leaky Wednesday memes. I didn't get any Leaky Wednesday memes this week, so there were no leaks on Wednesday. I know. Everyone must have just forgotten that it was Leaky Wednesday.
Nah, we kind of already knew the leaks, I guess.
So yeah, there will be jewelry coming back. So it's not like it's gone forever. It'll be back. We got a little bit distracted with like the holidays because everything is so thematic is not really the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean with holidays this season. So we're kind of sticking with holiday themes.
Okay, sorry, did they say 1 butter or 2 butter on apple pie?
The next question I have says, where are we at with NFT earnings, specifically the old Town Power system? And the response to that is that there is no Town Power. We announced that, over a year ago now. There's Town Power doesn't relate to the game at all anymore. There's no UI for it. It's all been removed. It's not going to like relate to how much you can earn or how many NFTs you can place like it used to. So that's gone. So don't worry about Town Power. If you were referring to Town Points, those are still around.
Mm-hmm.
Those will be the same for your NFTs as they were before, unless it's a Vox, which we posted the list of what the new Vox Town Point levels will be.
Hey guys.
Hey Musashi.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Just had the worst traffic ever.
It happens.
I can relate. That's a good excuse.
A 30-minute drive became an hour and 15.
Oh yeah, wow. I felt that too.
Because we're hosting the Pan American Games, like the Olympics, but for the Americas.
That's cool.
It's cool, but yeah, it was a clusterfuck. But anyways, sorry I'm late, guys.
Damn, 47.
I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks, but I'm back.
Gonna be close.
Yeah, welcome
back.
Thank you.
Will I make it, guys?
Sorry, you can go.
Oh, the only thing that really was left over for you, we're going through the Q&A right now. The only thing left over was people were wondering if there's a roadmap available yet. And we said you're working on it, and we may know.
Oh yeah, we have one with pretty pictures with some. I think it's clear to see. We're putting the dates on it. I think that you have talked the past 2 weeks about nodes and the work being done there. So I think I mentioned it before, but I'm gonna go over that now if we have time.
Yeah.
But basically, there are 4 big things that we're working on.
Oh, really, B-Rob?
Right?
Awesome. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm going to have to look it up.
And one smaller thing, but that's also important. So guilds, that's the main one. We're delivering on that promise. We have daily challenges, so we're working on the estimations for that. I think you already asked about it. Like, when will the
multi-sport event?
What was the previous question?
Okay.
When will the
like the
Gala Power come back? It's not. Town Power come back. It's not coming back. But we are planning on turning on the daily challenges with the earnings. So that's 2. So nodes.
Okay.
Daily challenges. NFT upgrade system, which is really important and ties into the guild. So that's 3. Then consumable boost. So you will be able to
we gotta
earn,
have that for people to spend
obtain,
money.
And use, even buy consumable boosts that will be temporary. And related to boosts, and the smaller one is the Common Ground Academy, right? So we saw the Common Ground Academy,
and no utility right now.
We have to build some of that tech to make it work as advertised. Okay. So those are the main things that are in a roadmap. Being this, they are mostly designed, but there's some back and forth how we're going to exactly accomplish certain things, right? Like, for example, the guilds have an upgrade system for the guilds themselves and the upgrade system for the NFTs. So there are some back and forth. How is that going to happen? Both from your perspective,
don't they work remote?
And behind the scenes in the tech.
Good question.
So a lot of work being done in design, estimations.
Maybe he had to drive home.
I think we have a full estimation for guilds at this point. So that is in our roadmap. NFT upgrade system also estimated, and awaiting estimation for the other 3, so we can provide a pretty image that says this month, this quarter, this feature will be out, and so on. So I'm hopeful that by next AMA we'll be able to share that, maybe even before that.
The roadmap.
And I want to show that because it needs to go into our light paper, right? So the light paper has a lot of information on how things will work, but none of that matters if we can't share with you when those features will be out, right? So that's the main reason that the light paper is not fully released yet, right? So that's why we're working on these estimations and the release of the roadmap. Did I cover everything, or?
That's some good info there. I'm a little
Yeah.
confused
so.
if he meant to
That's awesome.
say they're releasing the
I
roadmap
didn't even
next
see any
week, or if
questions about
that's the
anything while you were
plan.
talking. So you must have. Everyone
I'm
must have
gonna
been real
write this down
excited
just
just
in
taking the
case.
information in.
Or maybe, but yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate very clearly. So, roadmap is the main blocker for the light paper being out. Roadmap is
It's not gonna
actively
get
being worked
renamed,
on.
Martin.
5 things: guilds, NFT upgrade system, daily challenges, consumable boosts, and boosts in buildings, aka the Common Ground Academy. So those are the big things that we're working on.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that we're not working on smaller quality of life improvements, but those are the 5 things that need to go into our roadmap as soon as possible.
Awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see here. Let's move back on to Q&A. What's the next one? I got some items are available for purchase with ETH, Gala ETH, and Gala chain. Why are all Common Ground World items not available with all 3 payment methods? That really just depends on when they went on sale. Anything that went on sale when we had credit card sales didn't go on sale in ETH also because it was credit card and Gala. And then when credit card was removed, the ETH just wasn't added back in. And the Gala chain purchase was added more recently. So anything that was put on sale before we were on Gala chain wasn't for sale with Gala chain Gala. And that's why things are listed for different currencies in the store. I'm sure that we could go back and change them all to make them all available in all 3. I can definitely look into that if that's something you all are interested in. Especially once credit card sales do come back, I will definitely ask around and see if we can get them all updated so that they're available and more options for you. Because I think there's some that are probably just available in Gala ETH at this point. So why not see if we can make them more available, right? So I will definitely look into that for you. The next question I have says when API, which I believe Volcron talked about a little bit earlier.
Oh, it was. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know if you had anything else.
No, just a reminder that it will be key driven. So you'll generate your key probably in game, 1 key per account tied to your identity, and it'll be throttled. And
Yeah.
depending on your depending on different factors, you may have different rates at which you can query our servers. So somebody with no NFTs probably would query slower than somebody with
Oh, that's
nicer
interesting.
NFTs.
They're doing it
So
by
that's all I can really
NFTs.
say about it right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome. The next question,
For the
which
API
I feel like we
keys.
get almost every week, says when will we be able to pick our own map?
If you don't know what API
I don't know if
keys
Musashi,
are,
you have any
you don't
updates
have
on
to
when
worry
people might
about
have
it. It
more
has
than
nothing
one
to do with the
option.
actual game.
Right now, all of our energy is put into this other stuff that I mentioned, the 5 big features.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's something that I mentioned before that I really like to have, but sadly we'll have to deliver on some other promises first, like turning earnings back on and the guilds, right, with higher priority. If we get the time from developers in between features to change that a bit, I think we can. But just take into account that there are other tasks that consume our time that you don't usually see. Like, for example, we're working right now on optimizing our data management so that we can hopefully soon have more competition set up at the same time. You know that we have the issue that we need to push to change that. So we may be able to change that problem in the future or solve that problem in the future. But those are development hours that go into fixing stuff, you know. So when we get the time to work on this other feature that I have designed in my game design document for over a year,
Then he's
we'll
asking
do
some
it.
good questions.
But our main
like,
priority
what's the
right now is
biome for the
somewhere else.
competition?
I see a live question from Vulture that says game rewards sent to Gala chain because town chest or treasure chest inventory is migrating Monday, so items in store that were Gala ETH would be cool if Gala chain. I'm not 100% sure what it is that you're asking, but
Uh-huh.
I
So
do. Yeah, there you go.
I think I know. So
47.
basically, correct me if I'm wrong, Bulkern, but the platform team is migrating or basically phasing off the treasure chest, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So that should not affect Common Ground World just yet. They left us out of that because
They
we
did
have the
mention
live
that on the
game
head of
and
the
we have
game.
a lot of things on the treasure chest.
Yeah.
But probably after all the
I'll talk
this is
about
what the
that
lead of
after
that team
this.
told me. After all of the holidays, so potentially the first week of January, we'll
Mhm.
start the migration process.
Which
right?
means they won't have a
So
competition during that time, probably for
now
2 or 3 weeks,
that
possibly.
what will happen is
Mhm.
that after that change is made, and I confirmed this with that other team, we'll be given the rewards to Gala chain instead of the treasure chest.
Okay.
And the things that you have in your treasure chest, you'll basically be given a free
Mhm.
trade to Gala chain,
Yeah.
which
That's
they
actually
call
really
an
good.
allowance.
And I'll talk more
Right,
about
Bolton?
that later.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically, you'll be able to move the items on your treasure chest into Gala chain for free
For free.
while we do the migration.
Very good.
But that's not going to happen for at least another 6 weeks or
Makes
so.
sense.
So we'll keep you informed on that change. For
I'm
now,
almost positive
we're
they're
not
going to have
moving
to
things
pause
away from the
competitions while
treasure
that's
chest.
happening.
At least for our game, other games are making that change, but ours will wait a little bit.
Because if they do it now, some people are
nice
not
of that
going
team
to
to
be
work
able to
with
use
us
their
on that.
NFTs. They already know that.
Yeah.
Oh, this next question is very long. I'm just going to summarize it because I've heard the question asked
Rob,
a
why'd
bunch
you
of
ask a
times
long ass
before.
question? No, just kidding.
The question is just asking about,
It is amazing news.
I guess, if
B-Rob.
we would be interested in shortening the competition
treasure
to
chest to
60
Gala chain.
hours and allowing like a 12-hour opening and starting window for people to start whenever they wanted and end whenever they wanted, as long as they played 60 hours in the in-between time.
That's good, but 60 hours
I
is
know a lot
too
of people would like
short.
that, but I know it doesn't really work for live competitions when the leaderboard is updated most of the time. I know most other games that I play that have events, they all start at the same time and end at the same time, regardless of what location you live in, because
Mhm.
that's the easiest way to track it.
So there's that. I worked in a couple games, one game specifically, where we did have a different set of competitions for Asia region. The problem here would be that
The
if
game
we
has
did
to be
that, if we
bigger.
had two separate competitions, we
Split
would
it.
have to divide the Gala pot and the
Exactly.
rewards.
You'd have to divide the
right?
rewards, which is
So that's one thing which
downside.
would be problematic. And also, you know that with VPNs, people would be able to play both.
yes,
right?
people would play both competitions.
So there would be
So that's not a good
less
idea.
competitions. Less rewards and more competition for them. So there are tons of
Less rewards, more
problems
work.
that arise from that. So that's why we have made the decision to keep it very standard to what most games do, which is to have a single start and end times.
It
Which
could be
is
much worse,
also more
guys.
fair
Yeah.
in a way
I
because
think the way the competitions are set up
as
now,
I said,
it's
as
okay.
the question itself
Could be
states,
better.
if you had flexible start and end times,
Mhm.
then maybe you're ending your run right of your competition. You're like, oh, I'm winning, and then someone that it's in a different time zone edges out and beats you, right?
Mhm.
There's this whole matter of privileged information. For example, you can get started with a VPN somewhere, right? And you can figure out certain towns that work or don't work, and then adjust and restart in a different VPN or a different time zone. So for all of those reasons, the cleanest way is to keep it the same start and end date for everybody. And I don't think that's going to
Sasso,
change.
hello.
The next question I have here seems to be about customer support. Someone has a ticket about not receiving an NFT, which I think is just showing on OpenSea but not showing in the Gala website, which does happen on occasion for people.
Yes.
It's usually an indexing issue on the blockchain somewhere, and it does require an engineer from the support team and the platform team to kind of trial and error it for a while to try to get it to figure out, and they do them one at a time.
Yeah,
So it does take some time to resolve.
It takes them a whole
Just
month to
be
resolve
patient on those issues once they do
Or
happen.
over a
I think
month.
typical turnaround time is a couple weeks to a month, so
Yeah.
it does take some
Oof.
time. You can always check in with support. We've got a ticketing system right
I
in
know
Discord. They can
2
open a
people that
thread
have
for you
that
and
issue,
chat about
and
it
I
if you
used to
want.
have it with my
You can head over to that
Creambox.
request a moderator channel if you need to reach out to support. They're also in the Discord. If you look at the user list on the right hand
I
side,
didn't wait for support.
there's
I
all
just
the
figured
support
it out
staff that are
myself.
on Discord
I literally
currently will
fixed
be
my
there,
own
so you
issue.
can see them. You can tag them. There's also a ping that's
Was
just,
not
I think
gonna
it's
wait
just at
a
customer
whole month
support,
for support to
just like
fix
the
it.
at community moderator one or the at community manager one. So if you have a question for customer support, feel free to reach out to them directly. That way you don't have to go through me. Not that I don't love hearing from you, but you can also reach right out to them directly if you want a direct answer and don't want to wait for my response as I ask them and then get back to you as a middleman. But yeah, those indexing issues are very complicated and hard to resolve, and they do take some trial and error sometimes from engineers to get them to get resolved. So you just have to be patient when that happens. Let's see. The next question here says, when/how will we convert our ETH NFTs to Gala Chain NFTs?
Whenever
The
you
answer to
want.
the when is now. You can do that already. It's been live for at least a few weeks now.
You can
And
do it.
how
Should you
is
do it?
right in your inventory.
You don't have to.
If you're clicking on your NFT, there'll be a way to like exchange it to, I forget
And
what
if
the
you
actual
really
word
want
is for the
to,
button,
only
but
do
you're just
the
in your NFT
NFTs that have
inventory
town
and
point.
you'll see where it says that you can swap it to Gala Chain. And as we talked about earlier, the treasure chest to Gala Chain thing is happening soon, so be on the lookout for that. I think that's all I've got for that. If anyone doesn't know how to do it and needs like pictures or instructions on how to transfer your NFTs from one
I
blockchain to
should
the
make a
other,
video
let
on
me
it,
know.
honestly.
And
It's
I'll gladly make
so
like a help document or
simple.
something.
I don't think there needs to be a video on it, but I can make a video
Next
on it.
question here says, when credit card? That should
a
be
good
ready very soon. I don't know the exact date. I imagine there'll be a nice big announcement from the platform right on the global announcements channel when it does go live. But it should be happening pretty soon.
Okay, they got the Eternal Paradox sale next
And
week,
I guess
so
that's all that I
maybe in a couple
have
days.
for live Q&A. The only other one is when daily earnings, which we've talked about multiple times already during this AMA and other AMAs. Did we have any live questions out there? Let me check the YouTube chat.
Let's see. There was a question that I answered. Game rewards will still be possible during this process. That means the treasure, the phasing out of the treasure chest. The answer that I gave is yes. So we'll keep delivering rewards into the treasure chest up until we have to make the switch. After which you will receive a mint allowance for each item that you have in treasure chest. So you will be able to transfer them to Gala Chain for free. So for now, we keep doing things as always. Did you find any other questions, Farmer Mitchell?
I'm still trying to get the YouTube video open, but I will in a second. My internet here is not the best.
Let's see. Any other questions? Can we get a feature request for the community each month? Yeah, we can definitely. Well, we have a form, right, Michelle?
Yeah, there's a feature request form. It's in the FAQ channel. It'll also show up if you type in.
They probably
I think
do one soon.
TS bug reporting bot command. It'll show up there, and it's every quarter when we do the community survey. There's feature requests right in there, specific for certain game modes and things. So you could have filled it out there as well. I will post the one that's in the FAQ channel.
Scarecrow Army.
Right here for everybody so we can see it.
Right.
Build,
let's see.
Scarecrows.
Will ETH items work in game always? So I can't promise an always thing, but
Oh wow.
We have no plans of removing ETH items for now.
Ethereum items, yep.
We're making some changes to to allow Gala chain items, right? But for example, we know that Vox needs to be supported, right? So no plans of phasing out ETH items yet. I see a question from Dash Repro. I don't know if you guys answered. Can we rent all NFTs? Or is that an old question?
Yeah, we covered it a bit. Just
Oh,
went over
okay.
the difference between renting versus the guild library.
Got it. What other questions do we see? Farmer Michelle?
I s-
They didn't talk about the
Let's
biome
see.
info.
When that library is up, can the owner put specific person to check out the NFT? Oh, is that a question regarding the guild design?
yeah, it must be.
Pretty good question.
So the current plan is no. Like
Ooh,
you
you can't
as a
reserve
guild
NFTs.
owner, you have a certain amount of slots to put NFTs in. Once you put them there, they're out of your hands, um, and anybody in the guild can access them. Here we're playing a little bit, like your guild is supposed to be trustworthy, right? Like you have certain benefits to being able to participate in a guild, so you're expected to to act like a normal person, right? Like don't hawk those things, or if there's a guild plan, like for example, you are gonna use this NFT at the beginning of the competition for I don't know this many hours, and then you let it go, and someone else can use it, and so on. People should comply. So right now, there's no way to say only this person can check
That's
out this
fine,
NFT
yeah.
from the guild library.
You get a troublemaker in your guild, just kick them
Anyone
out.
can do it.
Question about what biome there is for the competition.
Oh, that's coming in a second, right, Farmer Mitchell?
Yeah, that section is after this Q&A section.
Alrighty.
Question: why is there a new Gala chain? I suppose we purchase something on Gala Game Store. Will we get on ETH chain or Gala chain? Why? I mean, we've been touting the Gala chain for a while, right? It's a big selling point for the whole Gala ecosystem to have its own chain.
You're not a troublemaker, Martin.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, Farmer Mitchell, but when you buy something now, the latest items that we put out, since the common ground change, they have all been Gala chain items, right?
I believe so. As long as you buy them in Gala Chain Gala, they'll definitely be on Gala Chain. If you buy them in Gala ETH, they might still go to the Ethereum
20
network,
minutes
but
to
I'm not
go,
100%
guys.
sure.
Hope you fast forwarded.
I'll have to find out.
I
God,
might
the ones that
make
I
it.
bought,
I
they
hope
have gone to
so.
Gala chain.
Cool. I think that's what
Uh,
they're supposed to do, so.
Yeah. Are there any other questions? Like questions? Will the guild library include Gala Store NFTs to try out?
That's a
Like
cool idea.
NFTs that the team doesn't own? No, that's not planned for right now. There was a plan to add at some point to add like a free for all mode
Yeah.
for guild owners. Something like a town that you can. It's basically a sandbox mode with all NFTs enabled. But that's not
Creative mode.
one of our priorities right now.
Okay, makes sense.
So
Not
the idea
priority.
is that the guild owner, most of those people who own those licenses and soon NFTs, they
That's
have
funny.
a
So
lot
just
of
give the
NFTs to
perk to the
share.
guild
So
owners.
there shouldn't be any need to do that.
Give creative mode to the
Let's
guild owners.
see.
That would be an interesting perk,
Other questions?
actually. It'll encourage people to buy a node.
If
I
not,
don't see any more.
any Black Friday sale. Yeah, we have some information on that, right?
Yep, the new
I don't have any
NFT.
information on any Black Friday sales. I know we've got Townstar NFTs that are going on sale next week,
Yeah.
like we usually do weekly.
they
I
probably
don't know
meant, like, a
anything
big
about any
discount.
specific Black Friday sales for all NFTs. I know that question was asked earlier today if like all of our NFTs were going to go on sale.
Oh no, we have okay. So we have some information, but I think that will have to be outside of the town hall. I see a question from Tokulosh. Will all treasure chest items be transferred to Gala chain? That's my understanding. Like when we do that change, everything that you have in your treasure chest will become a mint allowance. So you can mint them for free in Gala chain because the treasure chest will exist no more. Should we move on to the next section?
Yeah, let's move on. Are we talking about the sale, I believe, next? So the sale, it's going to happen today. It should be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Cool.
So that's just a few hours from now. Good, like 2.5 hours. That'll be for the golden apple tree. It's going to grow at 75% lower crafting time and only require 1 water for the apple tree. It's a legendary, similar to the other 2 legendary trees, the oak tree and the regular tree farm. And the price for that, I believe, is $500. Let me confirm that real fast.
I must have heard wrong.
The art for it is absolutely beautiful.
She did not just say $500 for an NFT that I would
Wow.
give.
Yes, $500. There are 200
utility.
of them that are going to hit the
What
store
hell? $500
in just a couple hours. That'll be available in
stupid apple
both
tree?
Galas, Gala
What
ETH and Gala
the
Gary,
heck?
and regular Ethereum.
I'm sorry, guys.
The
Oh,
apple
Shelly.
tree is beautiful.
500.
really is.
What?
Well, all of the latest art has been
500?
top notch. I think.
500?
But if you have any
Who the
comments on
hell's gonna
art, good or
buy
bad, let us
that?
know, and we'll redirect them to the art team. So if they're screwing up, let me know.
$500?
They will get a
Okay, let me just type this up.
an ear pool.
That's all I've got for sales information. If anyone does have any other questions, let me know.
Oh, so
that
they're not selling
post
the
about-
turkey NFT yet.
With all the information
Interesting.
about
That
it
must be
will be
next
out
week.
soon. Yes, $500.
I like how confident
think
they are
we're
with
moving
this
on to
price.
the
Like, yeah,
meta now.
$500. We're not changing it.
So I already announced that next week will be apple
Don't worry,
pie.
guys. All the NFTs will be up
That'll
10
be
times.
live later today.
Okay, yeah.
We
apple
talked
pie.
about the apple tree and the apples. Those are the new content aside from the apple pie itself. The base stars for apple pie are 425, and the base cash is 40,250 for each one. For apples themselves, the base cash is $700 in game cash for selling and 5 stars. As their grow time is a bit long, it starts at 360 seconds. They are affected by shady, salty, and dirty.
Yeah, I can put all that info in the plate.
The competition this week is just for standard Gala rewards. There's no blueprint or anything this week. Cash boosts this week are cornstarch. It's going to stay cash boosted. I believe this is the last week that cornstarch is cash boosted, so get it in while you can. And apples are going to be cash boosted also at 1,500 in game cash. Let's see, sugar is returning back to its regular value. So is chocolate pie. Apple pie is going to be boosted from its standard value of 425 to 100,000 stars. There's also going to be an adjustment to trick or treat bags for its core value. That's all I've got. The biome is plains. There are no river sides. There's one ocean side. It's on the east. There should be an image of it on the YouTube video soon. I believe I gave it to Paul earlier today.
There we go. There's the image.
Let's see it.
Hopefully you guys can see.
There it is. It'll also be in the
Ocean
announcement
East.
channel in just a minute.
Oh, it comes with
Those
ponds
crops
and trees.
that are
How
there are
nice.
cornstarch, and there's
Very
some
generous.
trees by the water.
Is that a custom town?
Yes.
We're doing a lot of custom towns lately. What do you guys think about that? Changing it up from those templates that we had
It's
before?
fine if the custom towns are actually helpful.
Are there
This
any
one
comments
seems
on
pretty
these
good.
new starter
I mean,
towns that have,
Yeah, it seems
they're a
what you
little
would
more
want to start off with,
tailor-made?
actually. Very good job on this starting town. Plains, but they give you the trees in the ponds.
I like it. I think that it's interesting.
This is
It
probably their
changes-
best starting
it
town
changes
ever.
it up a little bit from week to week.
I hope people like them. Everybody's talking about the golden apple tree now. Oh, there we go. Love custom towns.
Oh yeah, everybody's talking
Vulture.
about the golden apple tree.
Let's see. There was some question around Black Friday, I think. I'm getting the information on the side that, if I'm not mistaken, we're doing 25% off
There
on
you
the
go.
following:
25% off.
Mama Panner, Mastered Coppersmith, Platinum Easy Dough Bakery, and Natural Energy Plant.
Awesome. And that's
You're
going
gonna
to be
repeat-
right on Black Friday?
That's what I'm hearing. We'll
Awesome.
have more information to share later, but I'm gonna repeat that.
Eh.
So for Black Friday, we have 25% off on
Yeah.
Mama Panner,
Compound.
Master Coppersmith, Platinum Easy Dough Bakery, and Natural Energy Plant. And I think there's gonna be a Gala wide discount. I'm
Yeah.
not sure which Common Ground World
Not great
items
discounts, guys.
will be
If
affected,
you're
if at
interested
all,
in Mama
but
Panner,
those are the
send me
ones
a
that we're
message. I'll sell
doing.
it to you cheaper because
So
I am
yeah,
still selling
that's the info
one.
for next week.
Not the one I'm using, but I am selling
Awesome.
one.
Thank you for figuring that out for us.
Mama Panner, I'll give it to you cheaper than 25%
I don't think I have
discount.
anything else to say about the meta or the NFT.
I don't want you
I
to
did
buy
just
one
post
from
in
the
the
store,
announcements
basically.
channel all the details for the meta. Hopefully
Not
the date's
Mama
right on that
Panner.
one. I see I got it wrong in the bot command. It is right. Perfect.
There you go, B-Rob. That's your
Hopefully
Black
those
Friday sale.
timestamps should be accurate now. I know we had a couple weeks where they were a
Plains
little
is good.
wonky because of daylight savings time swapping.
Easy dough.
But they should be good
yeah,
now.
easy dough is fine. It can come in handy. Sounds like a clearance out.
And
Yeah, it sounds more
Unless
like a
there's more
clearance out
live
Bakari,
questions,
just
I think that's
specific
all we've
stuff.
got.
Did you share the competition
Bro,
card?
what's up? Yeah, the golden
No.
apple tree is just stupid.
Oh, okay. See if I can grab it while you check
Yeah.
my question.
Yeah, I don't have that competition.
Yeah, B-Rob,
card
Black
handy.
Friday
there will be an
sale,
announcement for
4
the
items,
NFT
25%
shortly after this
off.
NFA. And
Woohoo!
AMA.
I say
Sorry.
it sarcastically.
Not enough Red Bull this
Not
morning,
even-
despite that's what I'm thankful for.
Not like NFTs
Anyone
that
have
people
any other live
usually
questions out there?
buy, you know.
I hear we've got some type of question in YouTube about weather. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. Question says, have you guys ever thought about there being weather conditions, like if there were snow
Yeah, they
slash
talked about that
winter,
before.
it would benefit the make of ice. Yeah, we talked about weather
Yes,
a
they have
while
talked about it
ago,
before.
adding weather to the game. Our concern was that we didn't want it to be punishing because we didn't really want the game to be punishing. Positive weather would definitely be cool. I'm sure that that's a lot of work that would need to get done, so there's definitely no plan for it in the immediate future. But I do like the sounds of weather. I think weather would be fun. It'd be cool if it was like an extra windy day and your windmills produced things faster because there was extra wind. I do feel like weather would be a cool implementation in the Common Ground World mode also, because if you've seen the documentary, you know that weather plays a big role in like crop fields overturn and stuff and how that all works. So that would definitely be a cool feature for that mode as well. And everybody would like a good rainstorm to make their crops go faster, right? I do like weather.
Yeah. Anything else? Did you mention that turkey thing? Sorry, I was not here.
No, I have not mentioned
What are you talking about? The
any of
turkey,
the stuff
Musashi?
for next week. We can certainly talk about next week's sales if we'd like to, since there won't be
Why'd you
a
talk
town
about
hall
the
next
turkey?
week.
No, just kidding.
I would
It's the
drop
other NFT.
some art at least.
The
It's
actual
pretty
decent
awesome.
NFT, not the stupid.
I think
free.
that one of them is minted. Is it the turkey statue? So that should be available for people to see on the blockchain already. And the other one that we're selling next week is the Table of Appreciation. That should also be minted soon, so you'll probably be able to see it right on the blockchain with the details, the
Table of
description, and everything. That one's a crafting
Appreciation.
building. That one's
That's new.
pretty clever, I think. I'm pretty excited to see it hit the stores and get into people's towns. The art is
Drop
also
kills out your
absolutely
crops
beautiful.
while you're
Let's see
offline.
if I can
Imagine
find
that, Bakari.
some art for what it looks like here.
I
Oh, we
think I
got
have some
NFT art.
Oh, the Nordish
Yeah, if you've
Barnes
got
is
some,
better
throw it
than
in there.
the apple tree. Yes,
The
Cecil.
turkey
There's
statue
a lot
is
of
super
NFTs
cute. He's got
better
a
than
little
that
hat
apple
on.
tree.
Okay, I'm sharing it in Discord. Trusty Paul, I'm gonna put it in the AMA.
Okay, they shared the artwork for the turkey statue.
There they are.
And the
Those will be the
appreciation
NFTs
table.
for sale next week. I don't know the exact date or
Oh,
time
I didn't
yet,
know about that
but we will let you
appreciation
know as
table.
soon
Let
as we
me
get it all
check.
set up.
Let me check. since they're probably not
Yeah,
going to talk about
the
the turkey
Pilgrim
statue.
turkey
Well,
statue
we'll
in
see.
particular is beautiful. And I'm not a Thanksgiving kind of guy. I've never like I'm not American, so I'm not sure how you celebrate it. But that table looks everything in it looks tasty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
thank you to
the
the whole
in-game
art
art for
team.
that one is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you to the whole art team. Thank you, Wanda Gent, for providing that. It looks amazing. Those will be on sale next week. The information will be in the announcements. And do we have any other comments, questions? Lacy Lamirek is asking, what do they do? Do you want to share that before we go, Farmer
I
Michelle?
certainly can. So the
Okay,
turkey
there we go. She'll
statue
announce it.
is going to double all of your ATVs and ranchers in all of your ATV buildings and rancher buildings. So once you place it down, you'll go from having one ATV per
There you go.
ATV shed to two
Doubles your
ATVs per ATV
ATVs
shed.
and
Similar to the way
ranchers'
Papa
workers.
Panner
Very
duplicates
powerful,
the amount
same
of
as Papa
panners in
Panner,
your panner
exactly.
houses.
Exactly.
So that's what the turkey statue will do. It's also just a half of a tile, not a full tile, I believe.
half tile. Cool.
So it will take up a little bit less space since it's a
You
cute
mean
little
quarter
turkey
tile?
statue.
Quarter
And
tile.
the table of appreciation, like I said, is a crafting building. It's going to make an assortment of crafts. It's Pinot Noir wine, baguettes, cheese. Trying to do it from memory. Hold on.
Oh, that's
And there was
cool.
one other one.
It makes multiple crafts, just random crafts.
What was it?
Relevant stuff.
Cheese, baguettes, Pinot Noir. It'll come to me. Let me find the documentation for it. And it'll craft them at faster speeds than their respective in-game buildings, and they'll also be slightly less ingredients than
even
their
less ingredients.
standard ones. I guess kind of similar to how the Easy Dough Bakery works, where it has a missing ingredient.
Not as overpowered, I'm assuming,
So
because
it
it's
makes
epic.
things faster.
That's cool. You can use it for cheese
Let me find out
instead
what that
of mixing
last
set.
crafting thing is.
It'll probably come in handy for one very specific meta, and that's it.
Pumpkin pie. So baguettes, Pinot
Pumpkin
Noir,
pie,
cheese,
okay.
and pumpkin pie.
There you go.
The
You don't need
baguettes are
the
going to be made
cakery
without any
anymore.
flour, so they'll have all the other regular ingredients, but there will not be any flour. Pinot
Yeah.
Noir is only going to require 4 grapes instead of 6.
Yeah.
The cheese will require half of the milk, so 1 instead of 2.
Cool.
And the pumpkin pie in that table of appreciation will only need 5 pumpkins, 4 sugar, and 8 eggs versus I think it's like
Way less eggs.
6 pumpkins, 5 sugar, and 10 eggs.
Yeah.
So there'll be
Um,
less ingredients
It's not bad.
and 20% faster crafting time.
Josie, what's up?
Sounds pretty
Okay.
clever.
So the tail appreciation will be pretty cool. But I definitely
$3,000
love the
B-Rock.
turkey statue. I think it looks great. So those will be on sale next week. As you know, we won't have a town hall.
Sorry,
next
sometimes I am. So
week, next
do
week
that.
because of the holidays.
No, they didn't say
but
the
we'll be
price,
back in 2
Rachel.
weeks.
They didn't say
All
the
of
price
this
on
will
those
be
two.
in the announcements. Thanks to Farmer Michelle. And unless there's one last question, I think we should call it. Any last question, guys?
I do not see any other questions.
Let's see.
JJ, I'll work with you on this timing.
Well, M. Wallen says, "Can you say anything about the theater NFT?" Well, as far as I
We already
know,
talked about
that
it.
was, correct me if I'm wrong, that was promised to people who bought the sponsor level in the Common Ground partnership, right, guys?
Yeah, it was for the people who bought the biggest ticket packs for the Common Ground on the film side. It was just to gift us part of that.
So we have that. I think it's ready to go next week, right? Or maybe I'm wrong, and it will go out today. Okay, I have to check. But that's designed and it's ready to go. Farmer, have we shared what it's gonna do?
Yeah, it's like the beacon of light.
Yeah, beacon of
But it
light.
only has a 1 tile radius.
Budget beacon of light.
So
Did we
there's
share
only
the art for it? Because
we
it,
did
Yeah,
a
they
couple
did.
weeks ago, I think.
No, they did.
we
They
have the latest
definitely
one
did.
now.
How can they
Let's
not
see.
remember this?
Uh,
Competition ends in 1 minute.
Because that one's gonna be really exclusive. I think there's just
Damn,
under
49.
10. 3
Wish
of
me
them?
luck, guys. I don't know.
So that would be
1 minute to
the-
go. Hope the leaderboard doesn't like screw up. I didn't really talk about my town, but I made 2 tweaks. I added a milk barn and I removed an ATV. That was it. as far as I remember, that was the only tweaks I made.
This. 1, 2. 1 second, I'm sharing the image here. There we go. So that's being shared in Discord. That's
Epic
the latest
rare.
version of it.
It looks cool though.
This is
I
minted
don't
already,
know if they'll
Power
share it
Rachel,
here.
or is it in process?
It's already minted.
Okay, so that will be delivered very soon, and I think that it will
Good
go
luck.
out
Thank you.
either today or at some point next
Competition ended.
week. So there are only 3 people who have that. That is, I think, one of the most exclusive NFTs out there
3
for
people that
Common
have
Craft
it. Cool.
World.
I know
And it
somebody
looks
won it
amazing.
from the mystery box, so
It's a little big
congratulations.
of light.
Master gift, I
Should be very
believe you won
helpful.
it.
And yeah, that's the information on that.
The
We have
competition
1
end,
minute,
guys.
so are there any other questions?
The competition over.
So
So is the competition over?
anything, guys?
I'm still here.
I
my
hope
screen
that I
froze.
answered your question. And Wallen,
Did I make it?
okay.
I don't
No
see any
more
other ones.
questions. So thank you, everybody. Remember, we'll skip next week because of the holidays. We'll be back in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
next week.
All the information will be in
It's cool. I'll
announcement.
still stream the end of the
And
competition
hope you
next
guys
week.
have
The
a
last
great
half hour.
weekend and a great competition. Cool. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
All right, there's that. They gave out some news. They recapped some stuff. Let me close this. Oh, there we go. I got kicked out. All right. Give me a second. All right. I don't know. My audio is echoey. I think what happened is so like I use a program for my stuff. It's Razer, and I was supposed to restart my computer and I didn't because I didn't want to. And it's the mic, my headset's not working because it requires an update, and I needed to restart my computer for that. But you know, so I'm using headphones right now with my mic, so I was able to hear. It sounds a little different. I don't know if I sound a little different, but there we go. But anyways, back to this. I hope everybody did well. Let me know in the comments here what you ended up getting. My goal was top 50. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I even bought the 2 chocolate fountains. I bought a Christmas sugarcane stand in hopes that I would get top 50 to make up some of it. You know, to me, it's worthwhile if I get top 50 this competition, and then hopefully get top 50 in another competition, and then just make more of the gala back that I spent on those. So based off this, I am rank 49, so I did make top 50, if assuming this doesn't update any further. I made it, yes, thank goodness. I had my doubts after the first couple of hours. It wasn't looking too good because, like I said, my goal was like 85 per hour on the chocolate pies. I was doing 87, by the way. Sorry, I didn't get to show that off, but I was doing 87 per hour. But at the beginning of the competition, the first couple of hours, I was doing like 70 per hour. Something went wrong, so I had to make some tweaks. I had to add another milk barn. I removed the ATV. I don't know what it was. Maybe having one more ATV than what I practiced with screwed me over. I have no idea, to be honest. But after I removed that ATV and added another milk barn, it fixed itself magically. So yeah, that helped me get back to 87 per hour, and better than the 85 per hour that I thought I was making. And hey, I just barely made top 50, so there you go. Super happy to see that. Let me load this up. It'll probably take a couple minutes. Thank you, Yuan. Thank you. Bukari finished 74. That sounds very nice. Top 100. The scarecrows did make a big difference, Juicies. It scared a lot of people away. Some people probably didn't even fast forward their talents because I just had too many scarecrows placed down. They did not want to mess with that, you know. Girl Gamer, hello. Made top 500 at last. Very nice. RV, what is the best what others got without NFTs? That's a good question. I want to hear, anybody here did the competition with, I want to say no NFTs, but a lot of you use like skins and you still think that's no NFTs. Did anybody not use any NFTs, no skins, no effect cards? Who actually plays like that? Like, I feel like everybody has an effect card by now. Okay. People who had very little NFTs, what was your production rate? What was it? 30? Was it 40? The no NFT build I shared, it was doing 28.5. I know I could have done better. That design didn't turn out that great. Appreciate everybody who tells me that that design was like awesome and stuff. I could have done much better, trust me. They're not all gonna come out like super good, and I don't think they should. I think I should encourage you to actually practice your own builds and make them better. But there you go. I gave you an idea. 28.5 is still pretty good. You'll win the competition. But I think like no NFT people did somewhere around 35 to 40 per hour. That's what I'm thinking. Girl Gamer 41.6. So yeah, that sounds pretty good. Tatiana Volare 69. In ranking, Tatiana Volare, after staying at 80, this slide placed me at 107. Huh. Juxie's only using Meadow and Hasty Windmill, 351. Hard to compete with a wheat stand owner. That sounds really good, Juxie's. Just with that, not even a wheat stand? Wow. You're right though. Hard to compete with wheat stand owner, even with sugarcane stand owners. So I got 5 skins, but get 447 some effect card. Yeah, very nice. RV, I didn't use anything except the complimentary truck. Yeah, the Express Depot is fine. It really, at most, it saves you a space in some competitions, but that's about it. Production rate was 32. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking. Somewhere around 30 to 40 per hour. Dude, August 450 plus only. All right. RV got 670. Cecil 38, 39 was my rate was. Okay. Martin did 45. Judas, yeah. Oh yeah, I seen your screenshot. Okay, I didn't know your name was Jude here. 40 per hour. 40 per hour, the Brazilian guy. Yeah, you're talking about Estrella de Ciudad's build. I didn't see it. But I did hear somebody say it was 40 per hour. They put out really good builds, by the way. It's true. They do a very good job on that. I think it's, I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong, but I think it is 2 or 3 people run that channel. So I don't know if they work together. They make multiple builds and then they just show off the best one, which it would be really smart, to be honest. Like having a team working on builds to share, like you'd come out with something very good. So tweets 46 per hour, just Cocoa storage, Epic card storage, Meadows LAN 306. Wow. That sounds super freaking good. For you sure you didn't use skins? No wheat stand? Damn, 46 per hour. Pro Gamer, only bakery and 1 cowshed. Alright. Some good rates. Let's see, 83%, damn. I'm just loading up my permanent town, you know, sell wine bottles, sell ice box. What can I talk about here? Let's see. New biome. Did I post all the info on my Discord? Oh no, I haven't actually clicked the enter button yet. Let's see. Wrote those down. I wrote a bunch of stuff down as usual. I'll just go ahead and post it. All the info should be there, should be correct. I'll update the town start playbook and shortly, maybe like in an hour. It shouldn't take that long. I already have apples and apple pies and apple trees there. All right, now I'll talk a little bit about the NFTs. First of all, golden apple tree. Before I even knew the price, because I already knew about the golden apple tree and the turkey statue. The apple tree reduces the craft time, has a 75% reduced craft time compared to the in-game apple tree. So it saves you 3 spots when you do the math. It also only requires 1 water, so technically it can save you more than 3 spots. That depends on whether you use ponds or water NFTs or you have a river. But at the very least, it saves you 3 spots, right? because it crafts it faster. I like to speculate on what the price is for these NFTs before they go out, and my speculation on that one was like 150, just basing it off what the other trees sold for around there. $500? I couldn't believe that crap. That's insane. So yeah, they're trying to sell the golden apple tree for $500. Other than maybe Nacho and Perriman, I have no idea who's gonna buy that. Kind of bold for them to actually price these things even higher. But they got to be confident. They're like, oh, somebody will buy them eventually, especially with what's coming in the near future for Common Ground World. $500? Yeah, just put it at $500. That's probably what they're thinking. Yeah, maybe they're playing the, you know, they are playing the long game here. Maybe somebody will end up buying them for $500 in the future. I don't think so, but it's possible. Personally, I think that's like a 1-star utility NFT because apples are only used for apple pies, obviously. I'm sure you can use apples on all different things. I'm sure they'll add candied apples sometime next year. I don't see why they wouldn't now that they've added apples. But it's just, there's nothing else you can use apples for right now. So just talking about it right now, it is not worth it. Hell, I don't even know if it would be worth it for like $200, but $500? That's crazy. I don't think that apple tree is worth it at all. The lowest possible ratings I can give it. Oh boy. As for the turkey statue, I did think that NFT's reasonable utility. It's like the pop-up banner. It gives one more worker for your ATVs and your ranchers. That's fine. They didn't say what the price was. I was thinking 300 would be reasonable. That's what the pop-up banner was for. Now I'm thinking they're gonna do something way higher. So that's probably not gonna happen. The appreciation table, that's a unique, cool thing that I don't think they've done before. It's very similar to the Easy Dough Bakery, but it's not the same. It's got multiple crafts from multiple different buildings. No idea what that'll cost, and the utility is kind of all over the place. I don't know how good that would be. Anyways, just off what I know from the apple tree, I wouldn't get it. I'm not gonna get it. If you happen to want to purchase it, you can use my link if you want to help support the channel. Take my word though, I'll be honest here, I don't think it's worth it. So I would say save your money for a better NFT, okay? Because I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. Ali, you said this about Cocoa Fountain too and bought that. No, the Cocoa Fountain, I was saying maybe. I did say on my last stream, I thought about it. Chocolate has a lot of real world applications, and even in the game right now, there's a good couple of things that use chocolate bars. So for the chocolate fountain, I said maybe. And I did. I ended up buying 2 of them before the sale happened. I started talking about that. Pocari 500 was a bright win. Yeah, but bright wins have shown that they were, I guess, in a way worth that 500, right? People are offering $600 for a bright win. If you would have known that bright win was $500 when the sale happened and people were going to buy it for over $600, you would have bought all those bright wins. I know I would have. Yeah, because the problem with the bright wind was that initially it stopped, and then they ended up buffing it, and they pretty much buffed everything they possibly could about it. So it ended up being like one of the most overpowered NFTs, and that's why it's actually valuable now, you know. But yeah, it was 500, then that was the discounted price, then it's 625 regular price. The store sold out even though it was 625. People bought all the bright wins, and bright wins are dominating these competitions. I'm surprised I even got top 50 with what I had. But then again, I had the sugarcane stands and the chocolate fountains. Like it did help. I feel like the chocolate fountains actually did help. I don't care what anybody else says about that. Was it worth it? We'll see. I would have to do a couple more competitions with chocolate, and then I will truly make up my mind on that. Juxies, they will buff that tree, don't worry, just like the bright one. Juxies, how are they gonna buff the apple tree, huh? Are they gonna reduce the craft time even further? What's the idea on that? 90% reduced craft time, that way it saves 9 spots? How could they buff it even further? Lucaria wouldn't buy bright winds until they were buffed. Yeah, I'm surprised some people bought them even how bad they were before the buffs happened. No, but after the buffs happened, people bought them. Yeah. Ali, I think the original bright wind needed wood. Now they not need it. It's a huge buff. No, Ali, that's not really correct. So the original bright winds did not need wood. The problem with the original bright winds is they're not affected by shade, but they still casted shade, and that was kind of stupid. And then when they buffed them, they made it so that it doesn't cast shade, so you can use them between other or next to other windmills, and they would still be green timer. And they reduced the craft time for all of the crafts. That's how they buffed them. I'm pretty sure it never needed wood to craft anything. I believe so. I believe so. I might be wrong, but I believe so. Juxies reduce craft time for all apple trees. Oh, that's actually a good suggestion, Juxies. You got me that. That's a good suggestion. They could do that. Plant one down. Keep the 75% reduction, but make all other apple trees reduce by, I don't know, 10, 20%. Yeah, pretty good suggestion, Juxies. I guess so. They could buff it. They could. But hey, I mean, the sale's happening today, right? That's what they said. Like a couple hours from now or something. We'll see. That's one of the worst NFTs that I've heard of. Yeah, the apple crumb, says Tatiana. Apple crumb, apple sauce. Yeah, you can make applesauce. Oh, I never claimed that Zeely reward. He just locked me out. Damn. Hold on, let me log into Zeely. I think it's too late now. I keep forgetting to use Zeely. Like, I think I'm like top 15 on that thing. I get more points because, like, if I make a video, I can just put it there and I get points, right? That's how it works. Okay. But, like, I just forget to use it. If you don't know what Zeely is, it's like some social community thing. Like, you do these little events. Most of the events involve like responding to a post on Twitter or answering a quiz or sharing a video that you made, and you'll get points. And what they do is they'll take the top people on the leaderboards every month or so, and they'll give them NFTs. So I have gotten free NFTs from the Common Ground World team doing this, as well as all these top people over here. Like, I think last month they gave out the Common Ground Helper Pack, which was the compost facility and the research center, and they also gave out a salty salt field. Oh yeah, I am 12th place on that. Cool, I guess. I don't think I got points from the AMA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Oh well, I don't care. Oh, Juxies is positive they'll buff it. Yeah, and they got a few more things to sell. Martin, how many will you buy? Only tree, one more. I'm not buying any trees, and that's guaranteed, okay? 0% chance I'll buy any golden trees. The turkey statue I was considering, but I didn't know it was not gonna go on sale this week. I guess they're waiting until next week to sell that. That's fine. Obviously it depends on the price, right? And they almost never price things what I think they should price them. So probably not gonna happen. Oh, Walls, hello. How are you? I'm doing good, thank you. Hope you're doing well as well. Ali, 52 per hour only skins. I forgot to read your comment from earlier, but 52 per hour with just skins, it seems pretty good. I heard some other people doing that with a wheat stand and skins. So I don't know if you were also using a wheat stand. Okay, one more batch of ice. Oh, usually I have the background music a little quieter, so maybe it was a little louder this time. Oh well. Yeah, apologies for the audio issues. I guess it's not that bad, right? Not that bad. It could be worse. Alright, let's see how many I can clear here. I'm not gonna be able to clear this. That's fine. Cool. I only have to check this once a day. I can hold like 2,400 bottles, I think. So yeah, I'll even go ahead and add 2 more warehouses just cause I can. You know what? I could add more. I could add more warehouses. I'll just add 2 more though. Literally just wine bottles and warehouses, all that is. So I need to clear this one. It's 26.5 mil, and then all these other ones are 175 mil. Yeah, that'll take a while. And what's my reward? I have no idea. I don't know why I'm doing this. Ali, no, just Meadow. Okay, wow. Very nice then. Oh, we send and you were doing 50 per hour. Yeah, that's probably it for that. Yeah, I'm not buying that apple tree though. What I am buying next week is some of those Eternal Paradox tomes. Because I am very excited for Eternal Paradox. Obviously, I like Common Ground World. It is one of my favorite games, but I think Eternal Paradox has the highest potential for Gala games until Mirandus comes out, which Mirandus would then have the highest potential overall. But Eternal Paradox, I would put that at second highest potential. Potential to actually grow the ecosystem in terms of players, and play and earn potential, because you guys probably never played those type of games. I played those games for years. That was like my childhood. Not my childhood, but I played those like during high school. Those war strategy games, people spend a lot of money on those games. There are whales that play those games that they don't care that they don't care about earning money. We're probably gonna get some players that don't care about earning money. They play just to brag for power, just to be the most powerful. They don't care about earning money. No. And I know some people from previous games I played like that. We had this guy in our guild that spent like $20,000 a month. There was no rewards. It was just just bragging rights, I guess. He was like possibly one of the top 3 best players in that game. And that game was War Eternal, by the way. You probably never heard of it, but that's a game I used to play. It's like Eternal Paradox. It's a 4X strategy game. where you know, goal is to build up your castle and defeat other people, do events. Those games are so much fun, but they are also very time consuming. Very, very time consuming. And a lot of drama in those games. It feels political. There's a lot of drama. People are, I already know, people are gonna be like, hey, we had a peace treaty, we had an agreement, why'd you break it, blah blah blah, you know. But it's cool. It's a really cool game. So how much will be for the Eternal box? They actually haven't said that. Today they only gave out info on the chances of getting a rare, epic, legendary, and ancient. I want to make a video covering all that information, but if I can, I'll wait until we have the info for the price. I think they said at first they want to price them like the Champions Arena boxes, which I think were $170. I don't know if they're gonna be the same price or cheaper. Or what were the Champions? I think the Champions Arena boxes might have been $210 actually. I might be wrong. I might have the price wrong, but they're either probably going to be the same or cheaper. That's my guess. Then, so those are going to be like gotcha. That's literally a lottery ticket doing that. Because I got lucky on the Champions boxes, guys. And I'll tell you that story. So I bought 5 Champions boxes. I actually bought 6, but I bought 5 at first, opened them live on the stream I made. I got lucky. One of them was a legendary champion. His name was Kage, and he helped me a lot early in the game in Champions Arena. I don't use him anymore in my team because I got lucky again in the game, and I got a more powerful champion called Zafrina, so I use her now. Since I didn't use Kage anymore, and I ranked him up pretty well with the battle pass while I was playing the first month or two. I ended up selling him to somebody that was interested in purchasing him, and with the current price of Ethereum, I ended up selling him for about $1,000. So that box was maybe it was $210. I'm not exactly sure. I think maybe it was $210. And I got him from a box that was $210. I sold him for $1,000. So boom, a bunch of money, right? I actually bought 5 boxes at first, so it's not like I got them on my first box. Those 5 boxes cost me about $1,000, right? So I sold Kage, pretty much got all my money back, but I kept the other, you know, I got an epic, I kept that, I got a rares, and he did help me out in the beginning of the game. I did spend money on the battle pass, but it actually turned out well for me. It's probably not gonna happen to a whole lot of people. It's an uncommon situation. But it is possible. The point of my story there is that it is possible for you to buy a tome or 2 or 3 for Eternal Paradox. Hopefully you're actually interested in that game. Otherwise, why would you buy them? And there's a 2% chance of getting an ancient. You could get the ancient and you could sell it immediately, even before the game comes out, for a considerable profit. This is literally gambling. It's a lottery ticket, right? And make sure to tell people that. Probably something Gala wouldn't want me to say, like, oh, you can't tell people it's gambling, but come on, guys, let's be real. People gamble with these. They do that with the film boxes too. You saw a bunch of people buying those film boxes. Yeah, so somebody won the 350,000 Gala. Congrats to them, because that's a couple $1,000 profit right there. But it's gambling. That's all they were. The B-Rob, the Champions Arena ones were 170. Thank you. I was thinking they were 170. Yeah, so they were 170. And he thought that was overpriced. That was 30% off B-Rob. It sold out. You know, those sold out. That sale actually went very well, I think, for the team. The only problem was that I think people realized that the rare champions, if you actually want to be a top player, rare champions are not going to cut it. You need to have legendaries or epics, and the epics, they got to be very specific champions, like Durax. That's like the best epic there is. Ripple and Roxanne would be second and third. B-Rob, I bet these are 200,250 because of the extra 1% for ancient. Oh, you mean $200 or $250? Okay. I have no clue, B-Rob. It's possible they could be lower. In Eternal Paradox, just so you know, it's not like Champions Arena where you only have one team of 4. In Eternal Paradox, I believe you can have 4 or 5 teams at most that you can use on the field. Each team you'll use like to attack a certain player or a monster. So I believe the max is 4 or 5 teams. That means if you absolutely want to max out your teams, you would need 20 mercenaries, 16 or 20, right? In the arena in Eternal Paradox, yes, you would only need one team of 4 mercenaries, but you would, you know, it's like Champions Arena in that part. You could mix and match different mercenaries depending on what's being buffed that season. Because every season in Eternal Paradox, there's a buff to specific attributes. Like in the playtest, the season that happened, water was buffed, so the water mercenaries would get stat bonuses. There's probably a bunch of information that a lot of people aren't aware of. I played both of the Eternal Paradox playtests. I have a lot of knowledge on that game. I keep asking the team, like, hey, can I play the test server? I want to make some content on this game before it goes out. I've not gotten any response on whether I'm going to be allowed to do that or not. Probably not. I feel like they don't want to let people do that, but we'll see. Yeah, I hope they'll let me, but yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I'll just have to make a video telling people what I know, but I won't really have footage for it. Like, sure, I could show my stream footage, but it's not that good. If you are interested in like knowing more about Eternal Paradox, feel free to watch my streams. I made streams on the first playtest. That first stream was like 8 hours long, just be warned. And anyways, I do plan on making a video like covering the most important tips that I learned while playing that playtest. That is the plan. Those take slots, how much were they? If you're talking about the Champions Arena boxes, B-Rob says they were 170. So I think that's right, because I think that's what they were at. The Mercenary Tomes, I have no idea what they'll be. Yeah, I know it's a Common Ground World stream. I don't think I have anything else to talk about Common Ground World, but I just wanted to talk about the Eternal Paradox news. I do plan on streaming that game at least the first week it comes out a couple of times. I don't know how much I can stream because it is a competitive game, and I have the dub guild for that game, right? It's the #1 game in the Eternal Paradox right now as it stands. And we probably don't want to give away all our secrets, right? Just because it's a competitive game. So we'll see. Oh, you missed the hyphen. Okay, yeah. That's why I had bad luck. Yeah, I would say the same, but you know, I can't really say that for Champions Arena. I actually have good luck for Champions Arena, which is weird. I hope I have good luck for Eternal Paradox. Normally I have bad luck though. You know, did my luck change? I don't know. Did Gala rig my pools? I hope they rig my pools for my Eternal Paradox Mercenary Tomes. Give me an ancient, Gala. Maybe somebody will be encouraged to buy your tome that way. I'm excited for that though. I'll probably stream. So that sale happens on November 23rd. That's all we know right now. I don't even know the price, but the plan is to stream that that would be on Thanksgiving, which I have plans on Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, right? But like, yeah, I also have other plans. So depending on when that sale goes live, I will stream either that same day, Thanksgiving, or the day after, opening some of those mercenary tomes. And, you know, seeing what I get. Actually, the day after would be Black Friday. No, that still works. I could literally do it after the competition ends. B-Rob, oh, that's true. So probably more boxes at a cheaper rate. It's possible, yes. It's a possibility. Tatiana, that game is fun, but as you mentioned, you really have to grind the game. Yes, that game you really have to grind. Not like Champions Arena, where, yeah, you could grind Champions Arena. You could do Mayhem. And really after that, all you can really do is Arena. But Eternal Paradox, at least what I played in the playtest, there's a lot more to grind. I'm sure it's not going to be exactly the same as the playtest. The playtest, everything was sped up, so there was more stuff to do. I think in the official game, they're going to slow things down. to encourage people either to spend money or to literally not stay up all day and night playing the game. B-Rob, I have all 3 of the epic champs you said are the best. Too bad it's so expensive to earn there. Yeah. Oh, you do, huh? Yeah, I have them too. I mean, Durex and Ripple are part of my main team. Yep. Excited for Eternal Paradox for when that comes out. There's gonna be a lot of new mercenaries that I have no idea what they do. But I know with like what Bianca, Alex, and Aiden do. Surprised I still remember their name. Well, hopefully this update for the Common Ground World competition comes out soon. Last week they did a pretty good job. It came out in a couple hours. I probably... Yeah, so I probably won't practice it until like the end of the day. So I don't... Personally, I don't really care if they get it out in like 2 or 3 hours. I would hope so we all have more time to practice. But I'm not going to practice it until the end of the day. Plan is to make a build showcase, of course. I can never guarantee if it's going to be like a super good one or not. But I will share an idea with you guys and hopefully it'll help you out. It doesn't seem too hard. Like, what was it again? 1 butter, 5 apples, 2 flour, 2 cornstarch. So you got your corn there. I think cornstarch is very easy to make, honestly. There's an NFT that gives you passive corn. I really don't think that NFT is necessary. 2 flour. If you got the wheat stand, that's gonna help you out big time. That's for sure. There are 5 apples, of course. Nobody's gonna get that golden apple tree. And you know, the butter is the only... might be the choke point for people, because salt and milk, right? Thankfully you really don't need that much sugar for this. I could just buy 2 sugar cane stands just for the sugar to make the butter and I'm probably set. Yeah, that's actually really good. You don't need that much sugar on this. I don't know. Seems really simple to me. Also, I don't actually know where this is crafted. I think it's crafted in the cakery. Let me check if I can find that out. Does somebody here know where it's crafted? Oh, Lonely Island. We just need to hang on for another minute or so. I think we made it. Yeah, boy, I think we made it, Lonely Island. Congrats on your top 50. Lonely boy. Lonely Island. Let me see if I can find that info before I end the stream. Apple ISO needs 6 water. That's right, Martin. Which they don't give us a river. You're right. That's gonna screw some people over. Yeah, you're actually right. Water is an issue, huh? I know you guys hate that. That water is an issue. I love it. That's screwed up for me to say, but you gotta understand that I have water towers. And in a competition where water is an issue, these towers are big time clutch. That's gonna help me hopefully, you know, have a shot at top 50. Because I don't really have issues with the water. Saved me so much space with those water fountains. Yeah, Tatooines will be hard in water and milk. Yeah, and if you got a good enough withstand and the NFTs for like to make feed with the feed mills, milk isn't as hard, obviously, right? Because NFTs. Vulture, what's up, Vulture? Cakery. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I never actually confirmed that, but let me write that down real quick. Cakery. So it is a cakery. Kind of thought so. I'll take your word for it, Vulture. I was gonna look for it, but I'm sure you got it. Let's see. Apple pie. Made in cakery. Stored in storehouse. I know that. Oh, they said cornstarch is so cash boosted. Really cool. Apples is also cash boosted. Interesting for the start, I suppose. Rachel, yeah, no river gives me an advantage. There you go. I like to see no river when it comes to competition to give me an advantage. Not gonna lie about that. Danador Kiss, hello. How did dub? I actually did well. As far as I know, I managed to get top 50. I'll take another look at it. Hopefully it hasn't changed on me while I'm not looking. But yeah, I got rank 49. So I managed to get top 50. I'll come and take a look right now. What is your recommendation on stands? So the wheat stand, in my opinion, is the best one. Followed by the sugarcane stands, I believe. For meta specific, seaweed stand would be the best. In a fishing competition, you got a seaweed stand and you know what you're doing, you could get top 100. But it's meta specific. Like right now, that one's only good for fishing. Don't want to abandon my town. Yep, 49th. Should be locked in. Lonely Island got 50. Congrats. We were hanging on. Barely hanging on. I see Planet Bob, Iron Knight. Yeah, we got Guillermo, JMR, Antrim. All right. I mean, they didn't make top 50, but I'm sure they tried their best. Josie right here. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't even sure I was going to make top 50 after the first day. I was like, I have no clue. I'm just hoping. David Hagen, hello. Does Common Ground mode pay and no NFT? Common Ground mode doesn't have any earnings right now. The idea is that there's going to be daily challenges. They can be done in any of the 3 modes, including Common Ground mode. And that would be the only way to possibly get earnings on that way. You don't even ever have to play Common Ground mode as far as I know. You can do the challenges on casual, but you may find that you might be able to do a challenge easier that day on Common Ground mode because maybe you already have the production for it. Since you'll have a permanent town, like you can have it make cake or wine or something, like something specific. So whenever you get a challenge that says make cake, just do it in Common Ground mode. They did say the challenges will be different because in Common Ground mode, obviously the craft timers they take much longer, which makes sense. But yeah, maybe you have a challenge that's easier to do in Common Ground mode. Or maybe there'll be, I don't think they'll do this, but maybe there'll be a challenge that you can do in each mode every day. I don't think they'll actually do it that way though. There'd be a lot. Bakari can finally use my flower stand again, though it only makes a little flower compared to bright one. That's true, yeah. You know, speaking of that, I do have a flower station that I'm trying to sell. I'm still willing to sell it if somebody's interested. If not, if nobody's interested by Monday, guess I'm just gonna use it on the competition, you know. Might as well use it for something. But I feel like maybe somebody will end up buying it before the next competition. Walls, which type to play it 10-day daily to get free NFT common casual. Walls, you can do that in any of the modes. Common Ground mode, casual, or events. You play 10 days, 10 different days in the month. Do at least 25 sales. You qualify for the common NFT. And if you play 25 different days, do at least 75 sales in that month, you'll qualify for the rare NFT. For the month of October, it was the corn starch storage, which is not in the game yet. And the month before that, I know it was the cocoa storage. The cocoa. I got 2 commons. Somebody sent me one to do a giveaway. I don't know when I'm gonna give it away because it's not like that popular of an NFT rate. But you know, eventually. You guys have any more questions? If not, I'm probably gonna end it here because I got nothing else to show. Might play let's see. Might hop on the Walking Dead Empires for like 30 minutes, but then that'll be it. I don't need to stream that right now. I'll probably stream it again later on though. I'm not gonna stream it every time though. Mostly it's just me going around looting stuff and killing stuff for XP. Yeah, I'm gonna update the playbook. That'll only take a couple minutes though. All right, well, we wait until the update comes out. At least they gave corn storage just need an update. Yeah, that should be in the update coming up now today, which hopefully is in a couple hours. So yeah, we just wait for that. In the current biome, you might be able to practice in the current biome if you ignore the river, right? I mean, you might as well wait for the update, but like if you really wanted to, you could probably just... No, you can't even practice. Never mind. What am I saying? You can't practice. There's no apples. Never mind, you can't practice. You can't practice yet. You gotta wait on the update. Alright, so yeah, we just wait on the update. Alright, thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. Thank you all for supporting me and getting top 50 in the competition. You know, I didn't think I could do it, but I did. Awesome. Hope everybody did well, and I will, you know, see you on the next one. Yeah, you need apples, you're right. Appreciate everyone. All right. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.